Righto. Okay, we're going right off the chart then. Okay, we're just verifying here. Okay, we're just verifying here. Hang on. Oh, we're going way off over there as well. Great, love that. Let me just tweak this around. See, yeah, we're still high. Now still, yep. We are still going all the way up there, so that is wonderful. Are we still going right up there? No, we're going to beauty. Let's just do this and see if we can hear anything. Hello? Hello? 262. I'm not getting any output here whatsoever. Maybe if we turn this one up a bit. Hang on real quick. Let me just... Yeah. Okie doke. Now we're talking. Although we're not that massively peaking. Hopefully this is still happening. Okie dokes, right, hello and very welcome. Wappa-dappa-doo, wappa-dappa-doo. No, I mean that is just massively off the charts. I mean it's still massively peaking and going off the charts over on my preamp, so we're trying now here to see if... let's just see here. Right, hello, and we are checking, and then it's very weird to like hear myself, so I'm talking really weirdly, but I think it's going okay. We're just checking. 1 2 1 2. Mike Charlie, Mike Charlie. We need to go over here and see if we can actually launch the stream and verify that it's working. Inverted commas, all received. Mike Papa Alpha Charlie Romeo November. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I got myself 3 times, so that's delightful. We seem to have the microphone levels all sorted out, so I shall turn that off so I don't have to hear myself in an echo. That's quite annoying, and now it's gone and I'm much happier. Okay, bing bing, bong bong. Playing with the bing bings and the bong bongs. Let's just verify here that everything is as it should be. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Cabin LFE not set. Ah, whatever. Oh yeah, take your flaps. So we're airborne. We're just checking here that everything is working. Everything is working. Yes, fuck off. How is this doing on the stream? We're still getting dropped frames here, which is obviously great. I love everything about this. Can we in any way fix that? Let's disable you here. And
approach November 60122 is type 1 miles north of Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar 700 feet.
Oh, hello.
Flight following.
Hello, love.
November 60122 to approach. Squawk 0045.
Squawk 0045122.
I suspect they may have actually fixed it, you know, so we could possibly try. Let's see here if I get me paddy. Okie dokes. So let's open this over here. And turn the sound off because I don't need that. And then we can go... switch this to live. Like proper live. Which is... where do we do that? Oh, it's there. So this should now be fully public and roaring, ready to rock and roll here. Let me just verify that everything is going the way that it should. Yeah, it should be working here. Yeah, we got sound coming in there. Excellent, lovely, wonderful. So yeah, welcome here to the career mode. But we're going to do a flight just to keep on bringing in those Benjamins. We have been kind of jumping about up here in the US. Things have changed since I last streamed this a bit. I've moved over here. We've now got a private jet because we are a part of the problem. But we're going to go to this job here, to Revelstoke Mountain Resort, for Mr. Michael Lucas is on the go for a special event. And let's just verify here what we're doing. Procedure, we're doing airline 2 out, which is what? Oh, that doesn't look particularly pleasant, does it? What's the weather actually before we continue? The weather at Arlington is 5 knots from 120. So coming down here, yeah, we definitely want to be taking off into the south. What kind of runways do we have? We've got runway 16 or runway 11. Yeah, we definitely want to be taking runway 11. But that procedure was a bit not ideal, really, considering we're going up there. So can we go into Awo? No, that's exactly the same. Stick with that procedure then. Then we're coming into Revelstoke. Whether there is IFR. Yes. Now that I remember it, we may want to take this off fully live weather and like move it to like here yesterday afternoon. If we can find the job again, it just makes it a bit more pleasant, really, to fly. Although it's still showing as being IFR. That's alright though. I'm going to assume that we have weather-wise. Let's see down here, 2 knots, no direction, no TAF. I don't know what TAF is, but you know, good visibility. Overcast, I'm assuming just low cloud. But yeah, we have runway 30. Yeah, we can take 30, that's fine. What's the procedure? Okay. Right, that's weather, and it's not looking hot. But it's not also fully near where we're going to be, so it's fine. We'll try and see if there's an R now. Let's try NB, see, because we're coming up from the south. We are coming into runway 12. That is not really what we want. Can we see like Ragut? Is that on here? No, that's not beneficial either. UK Nev. That works, you know. We may be taking UK Nev. Let's just verify here that there isn't anything else that might be more beneficial. Massog. No, it's got that kink on it. No, so UK Nev is what we'll be taking here for the approach. Flight level, let's just do 2100. Oh, yeah. That should be alright. File with ATC Center Avionics. That should all be set up. Let's see if we can accept the mission now. We've got to pay a bit to get the plane transported over here because you can't just move around like you would. Which kind of is a bit odd, but hey-ho, it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. The fact that something is working is a massive plus. So, we're coming in here now. We're not getting too much, but there's a massive bonus for not skipping. We also need to just check our fuel, because see, that's a drama in it. And the wonderful UI means you can't just grab this and drag it. No, you've got to use the scroll wheel. You've got to use it. Why would you make it easier? You're literally just freewheeling the scroll wheel right now. Thankfully, mine does that. But yeah, it's not a great system, all said here. It's like they forgot people use keyboards and mice. Because I could just like, grab this and like move it, but no, why would we do that? We're now technically in the good, but I also think from what I've like heard or read or something that you need to have like at least 30 plus minutes of fuel. Like if you have 30 minutes of fuel less remaining, you're kind of having to declare an emergency. Because obviously if you need to go around or divert, it becomes a bit of a drama. But yeah, we'll take it basically here and see if it actually will want to refuel. It does. That's positive. That's better than I've had other days. Oh no, but it doesn't want me to pay. Can we do this now? Like, it's also looking like it's greyed out, which is really confusing. Okay, that's not working. So that's wonderful. I love that. Clicking, clicking, trying to refuel. It doesn't allow me. It straight up doesn't allow me to. So, right. We're just going to get in here and then we're just going to cheat and add more fuel on board. That's fine. Yes, let me fly. I can fix the fuel thing, damn it. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Why are you so broken? For fuck's sake. Literally nothing worked there. I couldn't press anything. It is so... I want to like this game, I really do, and I do, but it's so awful in that respect. Something is just broken all the time. Can I please go into the management? Thank you. Can we now try and add fuel? No, I don't want to do that now. Please, just... No. No, just... No. I want to refuel, please. Thank you. This is how this works. Now we technically have enough fuel. Hopefully we will be able to, like, pay. No. Microsoft Flight Simulator, come off it now, will ya? Just fucking work. I just want to fill you up and let me fly for the love of God, and now I've got to sit here, spend minutes trying to do this. Oh no, and now I moved it outside of the box. Oh. Nobody who made this thought about PC users. It's fairly obvious. Also, this looks really weird because it's like greyed out as if you can't pay it, but you can, but also you can't because... Okay, now we have enough. Can I pay? Can I please pay? Please, just... I'm clicking on the thing. It's not working. Fucking hell, Microsoft. Can I fly, please? Okay, let's go back out to this menu. Then we go back in. Please accept the mission. For fuck's sake. I can't even accept the mission now. We'll go completely out of it. It's fine. Let's just let this do its thing. Or was it? Let's not. No, back out of you. Let me just make sure the weather. Yeah, the weather's come back to being live, which it definitely doesn't need to be. That's not going to be great for me. Let's just move it here-ish. We'll accept this job, and then we will accept the mission when we can, which we can now. And then let's see if we can just start to fly. No, first stop, priority. Check we have the right approach configured in our EFB. It will take flight level 220 and add approach. Yeah, it's removed that. So let's go in with the UK nav, change that. Send you to the ATC, file it to the avionics. And we're not going to fuck around trying to outfuel that way. Thank fuck. Patience is a virtue as a pilot, and the game tests that. So it's a good thing, really. So we're flying to Richardsburg, or whatever it was called. And there is the Cirrus Vision Jet. And And there appears to be things in the sky back there. Oh no, they've gone. It's great. So let's find the plane. There it is. We have a front wheel. Yeah, we have chocks on it. This is something I'm sure all private airline or private plane pilots do. Do all of this themselves. They don't have any ground crew to do anything on the aircraft. They just do it themselves. They're all Bill O'Reilly. We're aboard. We'll also remove these two. Somehow I feel that it will be disconcerting to the passengers if they board the aircraft with those still attached. So get boarding completed for me, thank you.
Gentlemen, please come aboard and take your seat.
And what vehicle are these people going to arrive in?
Have a good flight.
Will it be an ambulance like I've had before? No, it'll be an old Corvette. And that man looks clinically depressed. Also, we have a passenger up here. Hello, mate.
Captain. I'll need to make some calls. I hope the signal hold up. If you could make sure it's good, I'd really appreciate, Captain. Thanks.
I don't give a fuck about
Good
you.
afternoon, pilot. You guest today is Mr. Lucas, who's on the go to
don't
Revelstoke.
care
He's close
what
to
you're
one of our
saying.
top clients who booked the flight for him. Please give him your warmest
We need
welcome
to look
on
up a few
behalf of the
things before we can
company.
take
Have a great
off.
flight.
We need to go to management here. Move this over so we can like see the right things. Also, we need to cheat fuel. There we go. Plenty of fuel on board now. So we need to go to flight performance. Isn't it here then? Environment? No. Oh. Runway, what airport are we at? What do we say? Anything? We can't see that in any of the screens because we need to configure other things. Let's just verify what airport we're at. We need to configure everything here. Flight planner, we are at, please, Cavo. K-A-W-O. Boom. Arlington Municipal. We're taking off from runway. That should say it. No, it doesn't. It's still running its tools test. 16 is what I'm seeing on here. So dry. Yeah, looks dry. Aircraft configuration flaps index. We'll take it on 1 for the takeoff. And then landing. No, we're not doing that. We're doing that one. Oh, shit. What's that called then? Let's just go ahead to the flight plan. Just have a look here. Is that CYRV Revelstoke runway? Do we know that? Stand by. Do we know the actual runway that we are arriving at? Not sure I do, but runway 12 or 30. I think we'll take 12. Probably dry. Flaps index will be 2. So back. And then we need to have a look in here for some information on our passengers. So let's go back out of this. So yes to that. We also need to pitot heat on, even though it's quite warm. Engine ice protection. Where is the other thing? We probably want that on, given that we're going to 22,000. And then we need to go into initial fuel. What do we have? We've got 177. Oh no, we have a problem. Because it's listing it up here in gallons. Right, we need to cancel you. And then we need to go back, go home. Utilities, setup, avionics, units. And then we're going to have to use the fucking stupid old school systems with gallons. For some ungodly reason, the aviation industry still uses fucking that, which is stupid, but we are where we are. Right, now we can enter it in gallons. It's 177. Yes, please. Confirm. Next. Down here now we can't. Pilot settings. How much do I weigh in kilos? Let's just be overly over the top here because I'm, you know, a woman in the game. I'm nowhere near 70 kilos, fucking hell. Add at least 20 kilos to that. We need to go in here, continue, so empty weight. Don't think that's there. I think aircraft loading. Let's just do 70 again. And then, no, don't do that. I click the wrong thing there every time. I see that check mark, right, and I think that's good. But no, you need to press enter. Co-pilot. Is anybody in the co-pilot seat? Empty. Negative. Right, rear seat, 130 pounds. But this is listing that... Oh, it's listing it in kilos again. Great, love it. But can't we then make... No, that's where we were. Setup, avionics, units. Where would we have that? Celsius, gallons, weight, kilograms, in pounds. Let's try weight and balance again. Weight aircraft, 154. We have our passenger packs left. Is 130. Enter. All received. And that was middle left. None. None. So, you two aren't here. Just for reference, you don't exist. Just remember that. I want no complaining from you. We may have a mental difficulty going on right here. I probably shouldn't be flying. Cargo. Baggage. Oh, we have lots of that if we see people that aren't here. That's fine. That's been entered. So we say next. We are happy with the flight plan. Check. Takeoff data. Can I see that in the EFB? Move that down there. Move you over here. I usually keep that further over, but that might disappear on stream. We need to open the EFB. Go back, go back, go back. Into flight performance, environment, takeoff. No available data here, so that's fine. We see the data here, but it's not doing much. Nope. Takeoff, nope. We are taking off here, and yeah, everything's looking fine. Temperatures, current, everything's fine there. Probably don't need that. That's not important. Check, check, check. Accept initialization. So we all set up here. What we want is to have the flight plan open down there. Actually, we want to go back out here. That needs to be changed over to... No, weather. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. And then really everything looks fine on this overlay over here, so we'll just keep that open for now. Let's press to taxi.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar traffic November 62178 is taxiing to runway 16.
So this is a automated, or a not an automated, a unattended airfield. Oh yeah, hang on, love. The brakes there. Welcome, passengers.
Ladies and gents, I'm pleased to be your pilot today and to welcome you aboard this first-class Wings flight to Revelstoke. Estimated flight time is 44 minutes. We're on time for departure and we're about to receive clearance for takeoff. I'll keep you updated with any important information throughout the flight. Thank you.
Yeah, we are quite a bit above freezing, so we don't need to... Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, don't speed. Don't speed, don't speed, don't speed. Have I turned? Oh no, we can see ground speed down there. That's good. So this is lovely Arlington Municipal Airport in Washington State. Not to be confused with the Arlington Airport, presumably in Washington, D.C., which would be in the District of Columbia. And we're off a quick flight up to Ravenclaw, or whatever it was called, I forgot. I'm gonna just stop here and check. As it appears we're crossing over the runway. No planes are coming down the runway, and that's because I've forgotten to turn traffic on. Maybe. Nope, not assistances. It's an online air traffic. That always switches off when you start the game, so it's always great. Also, we are going a bit quick here, actually. Yes, I know. Shut up, you're not the police. That is an issue with this plane. You can taxi quite quickly, very quickly. We need to. Why are you refusing to go down into position, please? There we go. Takeoff mode set for flaps. And otherwise, yeah, we're looking good. Things fine. We've got green numbers everywhere. We've got landing gears down. Preferable. To be fair, temperature's okay. We don't have any icing on. We don't need it right now. We're well above, but as soon as we get airborne, we will. I just prefer to have all of the power on the ground. Don't even know what kind of elevation we're at right now. Well, we can see that. We're not very high up. Makes sense, it's Seattle. Hi, El Dictator Joe. I don't know if the general frequency is 122.8. We are on whatever frequency the game has told me to be on, which is 122.7. So that's fine. Let's not worry about that. So we're now at hold short. And we're going to now take off.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar, traffic November 62178, taking off runway 16 departing straight out.
All good. And we need to also tell our... Oh, don't go fast in this plane, it doesn't like to turn. I beg your pardon? Yes, I've done a U-turn. That's what I did right there. You all saw it. A U-turn was executed. Stereo cockpit rule in effect. Has nothing to do with me having skill issues in this. I think we can do it now. Whee! Airborne. Turn that off.
Seattle Center November 62178 is type 1 miles south of Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar, 400 feet, request flight following.
November 62178 Seattle Center. Squawk 00, tree 5.
0035, squawk.
Squawk 00, tree 5178.
Oh, that's a lot of banking. Don't want to be doing that.
178 radar contact 2 miles south of Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar, 1,500 feet, altimeter 29er. 9er 7.
Roger 178.
And apparently we don't need to confirm we have the right altimeter settings or anything. It's fine.
178 contact Whidbey approach on 1182. Good day.
118.2 for 178.
118. 2 for 178.
Now we just need to get all of our stuff sorted out here. There's a lot to do, and we're going in the right-ish direction. Nav, we need to have the right altitude selected, which is 23,000, I think. Even though I set it up to 22,000. Oh dear, we're banking a bit. That's fine. It's fine, I don't mind. I like it, it's a thrill ride. You don't get many, like, executive piloting companies that give you, like, a thrill ride involved as well. And that's what we do here at Full Power People. I failed that because it didn't do the fucking thing. We need to go to... Shit, we need to go to... 118.2. please. And then we can contact them. And that's great. I love it when I fail things because the game doesn't work. It's excellent. Excellent.
November 6, 2178 Whitby approach altimeter 29er. 907 radar contact continue. November 6, 2178 is cleared to Charlie Yankee Romeo Victor Airport as filed.
Thank you.
Squawk 0035.
0035. That's all done. Now we just need to get to the right...
178 contact Seattle Center
Oh,
on
for
128.
fuck's sake.
5. Good day.
They like to send you around to everybody. We're just checking in.
5178.
Saying hi to Fraser in Seattle. It's all
Center November
grand.
62178 is at 6,500 feet climbing FL230.
Also take that off because we're going to be going too slow and I can't be
November
arsed.
62178 Seattle Center altimeter 29er. 907 radar contact continue.
So now we're hooked up with Seattle Center. I need to move the mission steps because I can't see it. Let's just move it right over there. Then we can. Well, yeah, we're looking good. Autopilot is bugged as fuck, so we can't actually use that properly. We increased flaps is up. We have air going. We need icing on. Don't need that. Pitot heat is on. Light is on. We can probably turn off landing lights. We're not planning on doing that. That's all good. So we're going into the cloud. It's all good. We're going to Mansec. And then I can't actually see on the thingy over here where we're supposed to be going. But it's okay, we'll get to the destination. We've not done any announcements to the passengers, which is fine. 2 of them doesn't exist anyway. So let's just put this back over on flight plan. Then it's Manesk. And then we're going to reach 4 November 920. Alsed, Uknev. Oh, that's the approach. So that's when we need to be descending. Always good to be aware of that. So that is the weather, and we have weather around us. We're going to be entering the cloud now. We have IFR clearance, so everything is fine. I know what I'm doing.
Contact Seattle Center on 1251. Good day.
That's where I was, but okay, you've got another frequency for me. Thank you.
125. 1 for 178.
Move it down a bit.
Seattle Center November 62178 is passing 10,200 feet climbing FL230.
November 62178 Seattle Center altimeter 29er. 907 radar contact continue.
And as, if I understand correctly, on the weather radar, the worst you want to be going through is the yellow weather. Anything that's like orange or red is like heavy precipitation and could be like thunderstorms, and we don't want to be doing that, so we may need to divert if we get that. But we can zoom out here and see. Yeah, we only really got yellow, even though I don't know where the route actually is. Flight plan options. Show on map. Okay, so it's not showing because we are on weather. That's not eminently helpful. Unless there's just too big of a distance between them. There's also a lot of wind. Holy shit, we got like a 55 knot crosswind right here. Gee whiz. That's not ideal. Also, we may wish to put windscreen... Oh no, we definitely want that on. Put on windscreen ice on as we're in the cloud. You're not here, you're not here. Who's the actual passenger? Oh, you're here. Let's see ya. But yeah, it's the ultimately exciting moment of looking at screens, because looking outside is a bit white. But yeah, we'll reach cruising altitude of 23,000 or flight level 230. And as it stands, we're going to get there in just under 2 hours, but as soon as we are leveled out, we will be increasing our speed tremendously. Although that 55 knot crosswind may have a thing or two to say. Also, our approach is what? If this is the weather up there as well, or the wind up there rather. Go to more option, flight planner. We're coming in runway 30, which is in that direction. That's going to be a right pain. I don't like that. I'm going to crash, but we're going to make it work, damn it. We do have a bit of orange now popping up on the weather radar, but that is quite a bit ways out, I think. Oh yeah, that is massively far out. We can zoom in a bit. Let's do 10 nautical miles there on the radar thingy. Also, it's not loading up my full flight on anything here, but that's okay. Also, oh wow, we need to be changing our heading massively more to the right here, or the left. You can see the true tracking of the aircraft is that little green thingy over there. That's where you're actually going. We need to be getting that. We can also see it on the other screen. That's the track, our true heading of the aircraft. And we need that to be 168. So we're currently deviating by 10 degrees. Since the last, or since the, not this update yesterday, but the update before, autopilot has been bugged for me. So that's been wonderful. I've really enjoyed that. You're now going to have to fight the autopilot to actually get it going in the right direction. It is an experience. Also, I do hope that we're going to come out of this. Oh, we need to level out. Hang on. Yeah, we're only going to climb by like 700 feet a minute now. Just, I like not stalling. I'll end up on VAS Aviation and I don't want to do that. Although this is one of the lower altitude airports that I've landed at recently. Only 1,455 feet above the ground. That's a little pink over here. So that's not too bad actually. I have another job that I might do after this that takes me to an airport north of Los Angeles. The first time I landed there crashed. It is I checked it on like an online like flight database thing. It's an airport that's listed as only use in the summer, but it uses live weather, so it's obviously not summer. It was an experience. But yeah, we are coming up to Mansec. Right? Like I feel like we've been going towards. What's going on here? Why is Mansec just heading here? We need to check in the EFB what we are actually doing. That's excellent. Cheers for that. I would have continued to go in this direction for a very long time. Because we need to go to 4 November 920.
What's going on? I'm stressed out.
Oh, yeah.
This is intense. Somebody, reassure me, please.
This is your captain speaking. Everything is absolutely fine. The autopilot is merely trying to take us to Russia. I'm getting us on the right track. Why is it sending me all the way over there? So we're definitely not doing that. We're going over towards 4 November 20. Is there any way for me to verify which direction that is? Also move you over to one side so I can actually see my main display. Where is that? That's here. Can we? Oh no, see that doesn't show up over there. But yeah, we need to be going definitely towards... hang on. Let's just go over in that direction. We can use the heading as good. Let's just take you off nav. Take you onto heading. Everything's fine. Also, you were... Oh no, you were supposed to be a man.
I'm stressed out.
Mate, it's just the autopilot. Stop being such a baby. Hey God, we're just in some cloud doing massive high bank maneuvers. It's fine, sir. I'm a real simulator pilot. I know what I'm doing. Also, I'm very concerned that we're going to be flying in cloud for like a very long time. But we'll make it work. We're definitely going in the rightish direction, maybe a bit more to the left. You're approaching our cruise altitude, which is good. But certainly not having the appropriate procedure here doesn't help. The only positive thing is it appears on like the weather radar that we're going to be heading... I'm going to say here we're going to be heading out of it for a bit, so I can actually see where I'm going. I should, in theory, have known that in the Pacific Northwest it might be a bit cloudy and rainy. That is something I should have taken into account. But we are where we are. Also, we can definitely increase our rate of climb again. We get up there as soon as we can. Can we remove Mantec and just take me straight? Thank you. So yeah, we are a little bit weight off that, but we'll get there in the end. Also, oh, we now have a tailwind. Look at that. We now have a lovely tailwind. But yeah, absolutely no visibility here. This is quite foggy. Let's just make sure. Yes, it's foggy. Stop, thank you. It wasn't like massive icing or anything, it is literally foggy. So it's minus 27 and we're in the clouds. So we're only a solid 23 miles off our actual route, so that's great. Although that is coming from there, so we're heading towards it in the right direction. We have reached cruise status. Don't worry about like nearly feeling like you were flying out of the sky or falling out.
Ladies and gentlemen,
It's
glad
fine.
to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on flight FPP 9814. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 22,500 feet at an airspeed of 150 knots. It's 13.34 and are expecting to land in Revelstoke approximately at 21.10 local time. Current temperature of 68 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should
are?
get a great view of the area as we descend.
That's
update you before we
UTC
reach
right
our
there.
destination. Until
And
then,
you
sit
said
back,
we're
relax,
supposed...
and enjoy the
Okay,
rest
we're
of the
taking a
flight.
long way round. So we can take you off that, put you back onto nav. Oh wait, no we can't. Ignore what I said. Keep you on this, maybe... What was the track? It's 30 degrees for that.
.178 contact Seattle Center on 128.
Oh yeah, let's go to Seattle Centre. We haven't been talking to them for like a long time already.
128, fight for 170.
Oh, don't do that.
Seattle Center, November 6, 2178 FL 230.
November 6, 2178 Seattle Center radar contact. Continue.
Ooh, what does that do? Not much really, but we should be absolutely hauling arse right now. Oh yeah, we are. We're nearly at 300 knots. Excellent, love it. We have an airspeed of 178 and rising a, I think like an actual airspeed of 256 knots and a ground speed of 300 knots. We are zooming to whatever this airport is called. Serve. Love going to serve. Ooh, a bit of turbulence, it's fine. Nothing to be concerned about. But yeah, things have moved on since I last played this on stream. We now have the Vision Jet that we're flying, and we are working our way towards getting enough money to buy a Grand Caravan. for some cargo operations. The actual missions for these are like okay-ish, not too long, not too short. And they pay really well. Like the aircraft in like 3-4 jobs have paid itself back. But certainly over here in the US, it's like going to Aspen, which is broken, or it's going to Big Bear Lake, or apparently this airport up here near Canada. Like Aspen is like a custom airport or a handmade airport. I first of all don't really get landing clearance there, which isn't great. Also, whenever I land there, I touch down on the undesignated part of the airport, even though I touch down on the runway. That's great. And I can't request taxi. So I get binged for like 2 mistakes there, which is just wonderful. So I decided not to do that. There's another airport, if we can find it in here. It's 73 Bear Valley. You can see quite high up, and its runway. Okay, it doesn't say. Does it not say? Why does it not say the runway length? Oh, it does. It's just a bit short for this aircraft, really, with the approach that you have. And if you look it up on like the internet and you find like the actual like airport information on it, it says only for summer use, high trees on approach. Oh, and cattle may be on the runway. It's also a private airfield that you're only supposed to land at with prior permission. So like all told, that is a solid job you get there. But we can give it a go again. I touched down on it on my first attempt and skidded off the runway as I was trying to slow down into some trees, as clearly it's meant for like small airplanes, not jets. Also, it tells me that stall speed is high, but it always tells me that, so it's fine. Otherwise, everything is fine. We have a difference in pressure from the outside of 5.9 psi, which is something. Flaps are up. Everything looks fine. Like drums, let's just put you into half. Over there, let's just bring up some more info so we can just make sure that the aircraft is fine. Electrical looks good. Icing, important right now, turned on. Oh, it's a bit hot. Don't want that. I'll be all sweaty. Down to like, yeah, down to 19. That'll be fine. Yeah, that'll be good. Be comfortable there. We have fuel. We can actually just, as I set it up, to be fair, we can also see up here we have our endurance, our time en route. We should be arriving in about 40 minutes. So we have plenty of fuel. We should be landing at 22:20 UTC, which I believe is like Greenwich Mean Time. So the information we gave to the passenger earlier about landing at 21:10 local is completely bullshit. Well, that's not the first time this game is giving you some complete bullshit information. Oh, that was a cap, not a plane. Oh, look at that! We might actually be able to see outside the aircraft. That would be luxurious. No one up full, keep the flight plan. Yeah, we can see some colouring differences. We made blue sky. Oh, look at that. Oh, yeah. And it's gone. Let's just verify then where we are actually at. Yeah, we are approaching that. We need to change our heading here a bit to pick it up at the right spot. We could perhaps also just zoom out here. Well, what we can do here then is Oh, now we're going to intercept it.
178, contact Vancouver Center on 135. 0. Good day.
135.0 for 178.
135. 0 for 178. Vancouver Center, November 6, 2178 FL230.
November 6, 2178 Vancouver Center radar contact continue.
Oh, look at the weather over there. We don't want to be going through that, thankfully. It also appears there's some more showers coming up. But yeah, we are starting to see the clouds breaking up a bit, maybe. Which I certainly wouldn't mind. I did a flight last weekend, I think, in the Cessna 178 over the Balkans. In like clouds the whole time. That was an experience when you're that low. And you're flying pretty much hand off the screen. At least here we are at like 23,000 foot, not at like 5,000 foot. Also, yeah, we can see ground. It is definitely breaking up here. That is good. That does fill me with a bit of confidence. Perhaps not the passengers, but two of them don't exist as we know. So, important lesson learned at the start. Pay attention to where you're going, because the whole manual sequencing or whatever it was broken and just didn't take me to the right place. But yeah, after we reach the first waypoint, it's off to Alset. We continue. We're supposed to climb, actually. And then we reach UK Nev, Ognev, we descend. And then yeah, we descend. That is like the approach is commencing here, as it says. Where are we holding? Like a minute. There's probably a reason for that. We'll figure that out when we get there. So far so good. Yes, you don't exist, man. Well, we're also doing 100, or rather 333 knots right now, and we see mountains. Hello, Washington. Or maybe Canada. I'm not 100% sure. We've checked in with Vancouver. And I know we are operating right up near the border area. Even if we go to map settings, we go to satellite, it's not gonna like show right. A border. That's a big old negative. We'll go back over to the map here. That's fine. And yeah, it's on the right track now at least. We shouldn't have lost too much time. And again, we are many hours ahead of schedule, according to what we lied to the passengers about. So they'll be happy we get there quicker anyway. Yeah, that is not bad, is it? I've had a lot of flights recently without any weather, and then I get this. It's not bad. Also, you have the option in this thing here, in case you haven't discovered it. Under utilities, you've got setup where we were at the start, avionics, and you could go down to MFD fields, and you can change here everything you see in the top bar. You can configure what it says here. There's like a bunch of options, which is kind of nice to just change it around. It has like airspeed and all of that up here to begin with, but that's already listed over here, so I feel like that's a bit unnecessary. So we have tracking, we have direction that we're supposed to be going, we have the time en route, our fuel endurance, a bearing because I don't know what else to put there, then estimated time, like the waypoint thing. I forget what the actual name is. We can find that in here. I found that the other day. Estimated time of arrival, which is at the waypoint, and then estimated time at the final destination, so that would be our touchdown time. So yeah, we are at this waypoint, and we have just about another 30-ish minutes to go. Over. Beautiful. Morning, Alexis. Welcome aboard. We've not frightened our passengers at all in the cloud. It's going absolutely fine. And the autopilot wasn't trying to take us to Russia. Actually, where would we have gone if we had continued in that direction? As the autopilot had us on manual sequencing out of the airport in this direction, so we would have continued out over the Pacific, and yeah, we would have reached Kamchatka. Or rather, I don't think we would, because that's too far out. But we are heading to, at the moment, to Revelstoke, which I'm not 100% certain is in America. Could be Canada. We are connected to Vancouver Centre right now, so that does indicate to me that we're going to Canada, but I've not checked. Seems irrelevant to me as a pilot. I'm not going off the airplane. It's not my problem if we're going to Canada. My fake flight pilot's license allows me to fly anywhere that isn't real. So we always had some slight issues in the cloud. Oh, we're trying to get back on track. Look at that though, look at that. You see some mountains. You got the low cloud there, that is, yeah. Also, these two people don't exist. Which is a pretty good sign of how the game is going. As if we go into here, we see our seats down here. We click on the front packs. Currently seated, no one. That is me. No one is over there. One passenger behind. No passenger there. Also, is that even the seating there? Yeah, it is, but we're missing two seats on this. We're missing those two seats. So it's going great. Everything's fine in this game. It's not broken. Nobody is left to be seated, so it's okay. Let's go to Flight Planet. No, we don't need to go over there. I'm not actually planning on going to Kamchatka today. Yeah, can we just have a check with the weather then at our destination, which is Revelstoke. We're now at further, which is better than we were before. Good visibility, no wind, broken clouds. They don't have any air pressure, so we are going to space. Just as a pre-warning here. And we can see some frequencies here that we're not going to touch on. Yeah, Unicom, Revelstoke, so I don't think this is an attended airport. I mean, I can look it up on my phone if... Oh no, we need to be guiding the autopilot here. Hang on. Also, just make sure. I mean, we are going... No, autopilot. No, that way. We were going in the right direction, mate. We were going in the right direction. You are set to heading mode. You can all see here on the screen, we're going on heading mode, and it's not following it. Actually, I'm taking it a bit off course here, but that's fine. Where does... Can I unlock my phone? We're going right. Yeah, we're going right. It's fine. Everything's under control. Let's go to maps and see where Revelstoke is. It's in British Columbia, Canada. Yep, it is definitely in Canada. Oh, Canada. That is where we're going. Delivering some tariffs. Hashtag political satire. Oh yeah, it's actually quite a bit up in Canada, to be honest. I mean, I say quite a bit up. It's not near the border. It is near Kootenay National Park, which sounds a bit rude. Also Jasper National Park. And Banff National Park. What can Google tell me about? I can give you prices for hotels, but they're in Danish money, so they're not really of any use for you. Do not have like any useful information about the city. I can tell you that Kevin Huang has shared some pictures of a lovely meal he's had. Ash Weeks has shared some pictures of some coffee they've had. But I'm getting no information actually. Let's have a Google here. Where are we going? What do they like to do in Revelstoke? Canada, please. And we are continuing to go in our direction, broadly in the right way. Yep. They have a tourist website, but that's far too proper for me. I'm going to use Wikipedia. Tell me about it. It was founded in 1880. Makes sense. 8,275 people live there. The Trans-Canadian Highway passes through it. It was established in the 1880s when the Canadian Pacific Railway was built through the area. Mining was an important early industry. Yeah, I do believe that it is a train town. Yeah, that was an excellent timing right there from both of us. Has anything terrible happened? Oh no, the Trans-Canada Highway also helped in the 1960s. Revelstoke holds the Canadian record for the snowiest single winter. 2,447 centimetres of snow fell on Mount Copeland outside town during the winter of 1971-72. That works out to just over 24 metres of snow. That is a lot. Their townsite received 779 centimetres of snow. That's 307 inches. And snow levels were higher than many roofs around town by more than a few metres. That's snow.
178, contact Vancouver Center on One Tree Tree. 5. Good day.
Oh, 133 5 or 178.
One Tree Tree. 5178.
So we are
Center, November
getting
6,
near the waypoint.
2178 FL230.
Yeah, that's a lot of snow.
2178 Vancouver Center radar contact. Continue to oust.
We're kind of missing the point here. Let's just go towards 4 November first. Get that wanged off. If you look to your right, you'll be able to see the ground. Isn't that cool? Yeah, please ping, please ping, please ping me, please ping me. Ah, excellent. And I'm going towards Alced. I mean, sun's out, guns out, clouds are breaking under us. It's lovely. The fun day to be flying into Canada. I did fly in like this general area at like the start of the Microsoft 2020, but that was all like in the Grand Caravan. And yeah, the weather was much like this, even though that was in August. Just cloudy and rainy. Seems to be a thing with like the mountains. Although it doesn't appear to be as mountainous below us right now. That's the advantage of this flight thing. You can actually change that. Oh, that's in the PFD settings, PFD mode. No, that's not the right one. It's this thing here. You can turn that off if you'd like. Don't know why you'd want that off. It is off by default. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same, you know, from the other Garmin systems. Meters overlay. Oh no, we don't need that. That's just going to confuse me. Also, that whatever I did there, I didn't know what to do. That's a problem with messing around with stuff. So what does that single queue? We can't change it. But yeah, these systems are very complex here. But it is fairly similar to the other Garmin systems that we have. Let's go back to get the flight plan up here. We have the approach loaded in. That is good. Also, we're definitely not going in the right direction. Let's just go to nav mode. So it's taking us at least in the more correct general direction. Also, when are we descending? We're descending after this one. That's changing, and that's not helpful, to 12.95. We can cue that up here. That's going to be a fairly significant descent. Let's just get this up here and have a look. Yeah, we might want to start descending before that. Actually, we're on IFR, aren't we? Let me sit up properly here. Yeah, we're on IFR, so we don't need to do anything here. We don't need to think. We will get told when we need to descend. Yeah, I've never heard anyone say 3.5 like that. The only thing I know of that is like 9 is 9er. That just seems to be the commonly accepted way of doing that when you operate with a NATO alphabet. Obviously the Germans would be slightly confused. And inversely, anybody speaking with the Germans could be slightly confused if something gets transmitted by mistake. It's also like the weird pauses that are sometimes in there. It just seems odd. It just seems like you're adding a point or a decimal before the final digits when you're reading out a frequency. Also, yeah, I got dinged for not filing IFR clearance at first because the game didn't change me over to the new frequency, so I couldn't do it in time. Solid work. There's a workaround of, like, in your nav thing here, just enter in the new frequency that you can see in your comms menu. That's kind of why it's open here. Enter that, move that over to the other one, and then you can click over here and go to it and it'll do it. It's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's going to have loads of bugs in it. But yeah, we're not going to get a great rating here. Also, yeah, we can definitely see that over here. At some point, they're going to start to give us... We can't cancel the IFR. That's going to be an issue here. We're going to come through the clouds. We can't see the cloud ceiling at our destination airport, I believe. As we can for sure. No, that's up here. Turn off the windscreen ice protection. Don't think it's going to freeze right now. It also seems very weird that in like the EFB, when you look at the passengers, it doesn't match up with what you see here. You'd think those two would be connected somehow, but no, we've not bothered to do that. Yeah, I mean, a 9er is like a great thing to say anyway. It just makes you sound like you know what you're doing when you're doing like radio comms. Is that a mountaintop I can see over there? Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's... Oh, yeah. If you were over on those tops right now, that would be magical. That would be otherworldly to stand up there just over the top of the clouds. Although I don't know why. I mean, I suppose I know why our cabin pressure is that high, because you know, obviously we're quite high, and it's less work for the system to get it pressed up here. I don't think they wrote the lines, Alexis. I think everything is AI generated. I don't think a human passed through, because there are some weird, like, misspellings and something in some of the instruction jobs that you get. But yeah, they don't get, like, the proper cadence and the way that you speak. It's just a bit awkward. Also, one of the AI air traffic controllers really annoy me. Just the voice. It's like a bad Valley girl. I like generally like the voice lines and stuff when you hear them talk.
Hey,
Like,
it's me. I'm on board. I should be there in something like 14 minutes. Hi, how are you? Everything okay? The flight shouldn't take long, so don't start without me. Everything is ready for the arrival? Fine, can't wait. See you there, bye.
like that. Very natural. Something a human would say. Oh, fucking hell. That's why I want to get the Grand Caravan. Just so I don't have to deal with the people. I may also be an introvert. Just, you know, that may also be a factor there, but my god, that AI voice acting is just awful. Also, these two people, once again, don't exist, according to the game. They shouldn't be here. Actually, we're going into Canada, and those two people aren't on a flight manifest. Is that going to be a problem? Are the Royal Canadian Mounted Police going to be waiting for us when we arrive? People smuggling to Canada? Because I do hope we start getting told to descend at some point. Because we are at 2300 right now, and we need to get to 12.9 in not that much time. Once we get to Alced, we're not going to have terribly long. It's going to be 5 minutes to descend 10,000 foot. That means we need to descend with 5,000 feet a minute. Which I'm just going to go out there and say that's not great. We're going to have to seriously reduce our speed and just point the noise at the ground and just say whoop-de-doo, we're on for a ride. Yeah, we are smuggling. That's what we're doing right down here in a jet, because that's what you do. I'm half surprised it's not at night then, given that we are smuggling. And we're smuggling from Washington as well. This could be like Fraser. Oh yeah, they did go to Canada by mistake, didn't they, in an episode? Like when they rented a camper van or something, didn't they go into Canada by mistake?
178, you are 60 miles southwest. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect or nav alpha approach via YNDBY transition. Circle to land runway 12. Cleared to YNDBY.
Oh dear.
178, you are 59 miles southwest of Charlie Yankee Romeo Victor.
Descend and maintain 9,800 feet. Keep
What?
speed not above 180 knots. Expect or nav alpha approach via YNDBY transition circle to land runway 12. Clear to YNDBY 178. 178.
Okay, so we're going to... What was it? Was it 9-8? Okay, roger. Shoot it up here. 9-8. Boom. Let's just take it onto FMS. That'll just take us down way slow here. Oh, so what are we contacting tower all the way out? Okay, it's fine. I don't know what I'm doing.
Inbound or nav alpha approach circle to land runway 12.
I mean, I don't know what an RNAV is. I'm just following what I'm being told here, so it's fine. The game dings you for like not following airline procedures, and yet it doesn't inform you what airline procedures are or how to do like RNAV and all of that stuff. Like obviously like the overspeeding on the taxiway at the start, obviously the passengers being a bit afraid I was trying to kill them. But, you know, given the fact that I'm people smuggling, they really shouldn't be moaning too much, because, you know, people who moan too much when you people smuggle might not get where they want to go. You feel me? Yeah, you look over there. Anyway, we should definitely not be going this fast. No. No. Less speed. Much less speed. Let's just do Mach 0.3. Just descend here. The longer we take, the more we can descend. That is the plan. Also, we have like localizers and all of that stuff, and it sounds great. And I know that's covered in the IFR training, but I was not feeling well when I did that, so I don't quite remember it. I should probably do it again. But like it just feels like it doesn't do a great job in telling you what you're supposed to do. Like some of the approach angles on like the VFR stuff is just ridiculous. Ooh, let's not bank more than that. They've already thought I was trying to kill them. Although we want to be just careful here about descending too much. Oopsie daisy. Let's just back out of you. Just select it there. Let's just. I mean, we can't really use that yet. We'll keep it on weather for now, but yeah, definitely want to be sure. Seeing as it is a half in. Also, I know what that VORs exist, and I've used them in 2020 with like Air Hauler to like get better GPS things, but I don't truly know what they are. Again, the game doesn't tell you what any of it means or what it does or how you're supposed to use it. It's just there, and it's assumed that because you're playing a flight sim, you know what you're doing. And that couldn't be further from the truth. Yeah, we are how far out? We are about 13 minutes out from the airport. We can probably speed up a bit, actually. Let me do like 180 knots. Because we are descending fairly quickly here. And we can zoom in a bit over here. We may want to put the windscreen ice protection on again as we're going into the clouds and it's still below freezing. We should be coming in here to UKNEV or UKNEV. It should show us on like the compass if we have a localizer picked up, so we'll switch over to that. Otherwise it's quite okay. Let's bring this one up again. And at least like when you come in with the GPS, it'll give you like a glide slope anyway, based on the GPS, which you can sort of use. But yeah, we are going quite far down. I think it was at like 1,500 feet this runway. Yeah, 1,500 feet's the airport. So we are going to descend quite a bit. So if I'm seeing it right, it's in this valley that we're going to follow in then. Follow-ish. It kind of like breaks off on the right forks, as it's called. Which you can actually see here. We're going at this junction, we're going left. Short waters have junctions, that's fine. At the interchange of the two rivers, the Cloverleaf intersection, or like the Y interchange. So yeah, we'll be definitely full IFR here in a bit when we get into the clouds. That won't be at all worrying when we've got mountains around us. So I think we're definitely getting to the point where we want to be getting the map up here. Instead, we can monitor that. I'm going to have to move that off screen. Okay, let's contact tower.
Traffic November 62178, tree 2 miles south inbound and have Alpha approach circle to land runway 12.
Okay, apparently it's just telling us to contact them again, so that's great. Presumably because I'm too far out. But yeah, runway 20, so we're coming in, and we're coming in directly to land then. Let's actually just make sure that we are fully up to speed on that. Yeah, zoom in a bit here. Up there, focus on the plane. Oh yeah, that's going to be a bit tricky with like a backyard lip. No wait, that's after the runway. So that's our go around procedure, is that one there. We come into Besov and then we come into the runway. Apparently we're taking runway 30 query. That's not what it said. Circle to land runway 12. So we expect it to like circle round and land downwind. Presumably they want us to land into like a headwind. What's programmed into the flight plan then? Let's just make sure we got that. No. I'm not 100% sure if everything is the way that it should be, because I think I've got it set up for runway 30. But I think we're supposed to land on runway 12. It's fine. Also, we need to be a bit more focused here now. We're not actually getting now, I think, any calls from Vancouver Centre. Although we should still be on its frequency. Turn left heading 319er. So we can speed up a bit. Although not really, we're at 9,000 feet and we're arriving in like 5 minutes. We just settled down at like 180. So we are arriving soon. And I've had an issue with like being too high on my approach. So if like I need to descend rather rapidly, we kind of need to do that. Do we have any contact to tower?
Number 62178, 29er miles southeast inbound and have Alpha approach circle to land runway 12.
I think this is an unattended airfield, so just Unicom that was listed for it. I do hope ATC tells us to start descending soon, because we need to drop like 7,000 feet here. 7,000 plus, really, to be fair. So we need to like do that before too long. And we have lost Vancouver Centre's not showing up as anything I can use them for. Oh god, what was the frequency for Vancouver Centre? 355. Up there, oopsie daisy. It was 1335, correct? Yeah.
Traffic November 62178, 22 miles southeast, inbound and at Alpha
Okay, that
approach
says-
to land runway 12.
Oh, we got vertical track, that's probably good. So here at Pepvu we need to be at 9,800, that's where we are at. Then we need to start descending at Ormore 8500. Get that queued in here. So once we hit Pepvu, we'll start descending a bit. So we're really sure this is the kind of descent we want to be doing. That feels like it's... Okay, we're going to descend now. I mean, we're on like vertical track. We're ahead of that a bit. So that's a positive, but still it feels like we're in way high. So we're coming in and then we're doing like a slightly bank to land. So we're definitely not doing runway 12, that would be foolish of us. Let's just catch up here with the vertical track. Whoopsie daisy, we've got a bit of a crosswind. As soon as we're into the valley though, that'll gonna be fine. That's a 7.5, let's cue that up down here. Let's thank you. So let's slow ourselves down a bit. Feels like we're coming in a bit hot, considering we are like 3 minutes out. Still feels like we're a bit hot. Give ourselves time to react and plan for what's coming up.
Traffic November 62178, 12 miles southeast, inbound and at Alpha approach, circle to land runway 12.
So what at Camex we're supposed to be 540. We can go to like 110. Again, with all of this descending, we're going to pick up speed naturally here, so we want to be careful on that. Yes, we definitely need to be like lower than this, I feel. So we need to definitely also be more on track. There we go. Yeah, we're too far off track, so the... Oh yeah, we need to descend quicker. So slip this off. It's just... Right, there's my rudders. Good.
Vertical track.
Yes, I know. Now for the best of, we have no height indication. Lowering flaps. We're going to stop at 2,000 feet just to be sure. Oh, so that's a runway there, so we're going around.
Traffic November 62178, 4 miles southeast, inbound Renav Alpha approach, circle to land runway 12.
Kicking off that. Let's try 1-2 then, shall we? I have decided that I may want to actually give 1-2 a go. Can you believe it? Let's just get the landing gear down as well. Also, I can't contact tower. It does that cool, but as you can see here, clicking that does nothing.
Traffic November 62178, 2 miles southeast, inbound Renav Alpha approach, circle to land runway 12.
It seems very odd because obviously if we go... There's a procedures, right? We go into a... Actually, hang on. Arrival, CIV. We can't do anything there, so... Boom. We can do vectors there. But yeah, if we take the RNAV, we're going to come in for... that one there, but we can do a VFR approach from here, I suppose. We've announced we're coming to runway 12. Let's try runway 12. Also, do we have visual information on where that is? It's there. So we need to go out a wee bit here. Turn it round. I always like to descend ever so slightly. And throttle back down. We have flaps deployed, so we can go quite slow here if we need to. It also warns me about flap size, but I can do nothing about that, so... Great, I love that. I'll flab your eyes, mate. Anyway, we are now approaching 2,000 feet. We'll bring it round. Try and maybe go a bit more upstream or up water here. Although obviously we need to be aware here that we need to have enough room to actually turn the bloody thing around. Yeah, start the turn here.
500.
Where is the fucking runway? I would like to see the runway. There's nothing to worry about. Your professional pilot here. We see runway visual. We see it right up there. It's in the sun shield. We got this. We got this. Oh yeah. Gonna nail this sucker. Runway to our front. Landing light on. Confirm here.
Traffic November 62178, 3 miles northwest, inbound Nav Alpha approach circle to land runway 12.
So this is going to be good. Let's go approach. We may be slightly off center. This is fine. Nice, good approach. We have no indicators on the runway, so we can't use the red and white lights. I feel like I'm high. I'll just drove a bit here. I would quite like to touch down early on this
500.
airfield. Copy. 500. All received. Stereo cockpit enforced. Butter smooth. See, you didn't give me the option. Oh, I hate this game sometimes.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar traffic November 62178 is taxiing to parking.
It just screamed at me for not doing the approach correctly, but I had no way of doing it correctly because it wouldn't allow me. But I'm well chuffed with that landing. Front was maybe a bit rough, but I'm using like a button for wheel brakes, so it was always going to be not the smoothest. I can't ease on the brakes. That is the smoothest touchdown I've made so far in the game. I am pleased. Also, can't we... Fresh air, oxygen off. Seems like a sensible thing to do. We are on the ground. All in all, not a bad place to land, I think. Beats landing at Charles de Gaulle, for sure. Can you bring in a Learjet? Or like a Cessna Citation to this one? Well, I suppose if it has reverse thrusters and speed brakes, you could. Still feels bloody short though. Yeah, I feel like it was just Microsoft Flight Simulator doing Microsoft Flight Simulator things. Yeah, but good, you have the ability to see that. I'm a bit focused on getting the bloody aircraft onto the ground.
Kilo Alpha Whiskey Oscar traffic November 62178 is taxiing to parking.
Your light bar's broken. Oh no, it's just flashing incredibly slowly. What's like true Canucks? Look at that. Chap just...
Already arrived? Time flies. I even wrapped up my work. Will totally recommend this company.
Well, that's great. He's completely forgotten about screaming about dying at the start of the flight. Also, he's definitely standing inside the thingy, isn't he? Or maybe just next to it. So that feels like it's a bit big for this airfield, but we're on the ground. And we have to wait until the engines are fully shut down. Okay, so he was really happy. Very low passenger satisfaction. I nailed the airline procedures, apart from the fact that I didn't declare the final. What is this bullshit? And the passenger was happy at the end. We made money. We gained reputation, which I didn't think we would. I'm happy. What's ambient temp? Yeah, level 70. So we are, how close are we to actually getting enough cash here to see full park cargo? Used aircraft. Yeah, this game, it's broken. It's just so broken. Yeah, we need to get another 1 million, then we can get the one of the cheaper Grand Caravans here that are used. Anyway, that went great. We did a wonderful job there. Absolutely solid job. Quality. And we have another VIP for the same airport. It seems like the VIP flights are really limited in where you can go, which is not great, but we can kind of cheat a bit by let's just quick travel over here. See if we can't unlock more airports and more jobs to do. Let's go to Crowfoot. They must surely have an... They've got multiple. We can't go to a hospital. It was live weather, but from like yesterday, it's historic live weather. So yeah. We're not doing that. What we can do is a flight here. How much does that pay? How much? See, that one pays a lot more. But we are going to Fresno. That is a big question, really. Do we want to make a lot of money, but we have to go to Fresno? We could make significantly less money, but go not to Fresno. We will be going to Sequoia Airfield. Now, the weather at Fresno when I was there before was a bit... That's the one that's broken, and I'm not really feeling like taking. But we can... Yeah, let's take the one from Fresno. So let's remember, we don't want to have like low weather on now because it's like in the morning. Because it may give you like IFR conditions when you wouldn't see it in game. We'll do it there. It's probably going to cost me, yeah, quite a bit to transfer my plane down, but we've got to be making enough money here. So let's just verify what our approach is. Oh, we're going Bull 3. That sounds okay. We need to be going south, though. That's categorically not south. Is that south? Those aren't working. So, VFR pattern. No. Why are we taking off in that direction? IFR conditions, wind 40 knots from 160, so we definitely want to be taking off in a southern direction. So we want runway, what runway do we have? We have runway 20, we definitely want runway 11. One of the runway 11s. We'll grab you. And then we'll depart here. Yoast 3 is a pattern that isn't working. We'll do VFR and we will do straight auto confirm. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Oh wait, we can't. The airport's in IFR, innit? I think we need to actually take the runway. What one does it recommend that we take then? Runway 11 right recommended. Let's try to set ourselves up for runway 11 right. Can we add any procedure here? We kind of need to have a procedure in place. Bull 3 has been selected. Bull 3 doesn't actually exist. So really we want to go via WELAP and then Highland or Shorty. But we can't. We can take this one here, which takes us on a massive detour, and also, moreover, takes us north, which we're not going. We'll do Bull 3. Okay, I don't know what Bull 3 is. Approach procedure. Oh yeah, this is a VFR airfield, so we'll take... We're definitely not doing that teardrop. That is one of the most frustrating things we can do. Where are we coming in from? We're coming in here from Apples. And then we're coming into Bunya. Change to that one. Fire it with ATC. Okay, let's be sensible here. Flat level 220 and dial it onto avionics. All is looking good. Accept the mission. Spent 12,000 getting that freighter down for us. I presume we get one of like the early players who just unlocked it to do it. And we need to just be sure we have enough fuel. This would generally be a sensible idea to have enough fuel. And I hope it'll let me do it this time round. Imagine if they just put a slider you could grab with a mouse and pull. How much more sensible that would be than sit here and roll the scroll wheel all the way up. And then we gotta pray. Can we? Can you hear that? That's me clicking my mouse on the refuel button. Yep. Yeah, it's doing the same thing now. We can't click fly. Great. Love this. Love this. We're going to have to cheat the system. So we run through the takeoff procedure once more, this time hopefully with a decent passenger setup. I don't know if it's because I bought the wrong layout, inverted commas wrong layout for this kind of job. But it just seems to just load passengers in the front when they should sit in the back. So we'll just take off these things. I've removed the pitot cover now. Now We have. I thought I did, but okay. Okay, wow! Did you guys just feel the weather change?
Dear
I can see it
passengers,
on
we've
stream
begun
now.
boarding. Step aboard and make yourself comfortable.
We're going to the
Roger that,
P-2.
Captain.
You're all
They're on their
back.
way.
Yep,
Have a
just
good flight.
boom. Oh, so how did they get out of that car? Oh
Pleased to
no.
welcome you aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Captain. I'm expecting a bunch of calls during the flight. I'll try to keep them quiet, but I might be on the phone a lot, just so you know.
Here's your fuel. We need to go to initial fuel. We have 216 gallons. Actually, I don't know how much 80 pounds is. Let's also just get IFR.
Fresno clearance, delivery November 62178, ready to copy IFR clearance to Lima Tree 5.
November 62178 is cleared to Lima Tree Fife Airport via the Bravo Uniform Lima Lima Tree departure expect runway 29er. Our maintain FL 2 trees.
That's not what I filed.
Departure frequency is 12 tree, 8 squawk 4124.
Oh, so why is it once again going to manual sequencing? What is this bullshit? Anyway, we'll figure that later. Nobody sitting there. Bro, you don't exist.
Clear
You
to
don't
Lima Tree
exist.
5 via the Bravo Uniform Lima Lima Tree departure
148.
runway 29er. Our maintain
wrong
FL 2
one.
tree 0. Departure frequency is 12 tree. 8 squawk 4124 November 62178.
178 readback is correct. Contact ground on 121. 7 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Hello, everyone. Please give your warmest welcome to our passenger, Madam Lee. She's comes highly recommended by one of our top clients. The service must be impeccable. Our 5-star reputation precedes us. Have a great flight.
We need to quickly go to... Boom. And we need to go home. We need to go to aircraft systems. Was it here that we saw that? No, it was ice protection. We have 3 liters of de-icing. No, 3 gallons. Weight and balance. Aircraft loading. Okay. 1 sec. Oh. Runway, we were told to expect... we need to move you down. We can't see you anyway, but right, that's fine. Let's bring you up here, move you over there. Expect runway, right, it was... expect runway 290 right. There's no way for me to edit that. Cancel before. Cancel, back. Because we're not doing runway that. Procedure. Departure, runway 290 right. Low 290 right, check, and then we remove you because you're kind of pointless. Then you go to Romov, boom, boom, boom. Down here now, what is our flight level? Did it say? Flight level 230, get that loaded in here. Already, we might as well prepare. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance. Check, check, check. Check, happy with that. That doesn't matter at all. Initialization, accept. Thank you. Boom. Oh wait, hang on, we need to set up our screens here. Weather, please. That's going to be the most pertinent right now. Full screen, flight plan, check, check, check. Check, 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 check. Master oxygen switch on. pitot heat on. We're not going to need that right now, but once we get airborne we may. Battery 2 off, so I get rid of that annoying warning. Fuel quantity what? No, fuel consumption is fine. But let's just go to utilities, initialization. Initial fuel is... Now that's definitely right. So why is it saying fuel quantity thingy Dibby? We definitely have 126 gallons. 116 gallons, right? Wait, was it not listed in gallons? Is that where I'm getting wrong? It wasn't. It was in pounds. Is it 1447? Fucking hell. Right, so, Matt, thank you. Just verify that we have traffic on. Yes, we do. All right, all good.
Fresno ground November 62178 with whiskey ready to taxi IFR.
November 62178 taxi to and hold short of runway 29er are using taxiway Charlie Alpha. Contact tower on 118. 2 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 29er are using taxiway Charlie Alpha 178.
Alrighto, ready for departure. Yeah, it's the same script they use for everybody, it seems. Also, do we have taxiways on? Or yes, we did. So we shall head out there. Also, we're supposed to... Oh, there we go. Just took a bit of a time to get there.
Dear passengers, I'm pleased to be your pilot today and to welcome you aboard this first-class Wings flight to Big Bear City. Estimated flight time is 40 minutes. We're on time for departure and we're about to receive clearance for takeoff. I'll keep you
we're not.
updated
We're
with
taxiing.
any important information throughout the flight. Thank you.
I think this is one of those where we're going to welcome the passengers aboard at every opportunity. It sometimes does that. This is also where I had the issues with one of the bigger jets spawning over in the GA parking. Also, I didn't get takeoff clearance here before, but I did. It was very confusing. We'll see if that happens again. It's always exciting with this game, what breaks next. Don't overspeed this time, come on. 20 knots is a good taxi speed. Why is it so foggy here? Like, this is unreasonably foggy. Apparently if we continue at this speed, we'll get to the end in about 57 hours. I reckon we're not going to do that though. No, this is my endurance, sorry. Don't actually have an arrival time yet. Yeah, I put ice lights on, I don't know what they do, but maybe they'd be good to have on. Also no wind? Well, slight wind. The windsock's just hanging, dangling.
Fresno Tower, November 6, 2178 at runway 29er are ready for departure IFR to Lima Tree Fife.
November 6, 2178 altimeter tree 0. 19er, cleared for takeoff runway 29er R.
Cleared for takeoff runway 29er are November 6, 2178. Dear passengers, on behalf of my company, I would like to thank you for flying with us today on this flight to Big Bear City. We are prepared for takeoff, so please ensure your seatbelts are correctly fastened and your electronic devices are turned off or in airplane mode. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you.
Yeah, sit back and relax as we head down the runway. Bit late for that, but alright.
One 178 contact Oakland Center on 123. Good day.
123 8
Going to 123.
for
178.
178. That's a worrying way of pronouncing 8.
Oakland Center, November 62178 is at 1,300 feet climbing FL2 tree 0.
November 62178, Oakland Center altimeter, tree 0. 19er radar contact, continue.
We'll just level off here and start climbing now a bit more. Raise flaps. At least the cloud level is fairly low here. You don't exist. Oh, oh, oh. There we go. Nobody saw anything. Also, please put auto throttle on for me, thank you. Can turn landing lights off. Outside. Oh wow, outside temperature has just gone up by like 10 degrees. And when we reach cruising altitude, we're probably going to welcome all the passengers on board again. And thank them for flying. That is beautiful though, look at that. I'm taking the piss, but look at that. That's nice. If we could just level off here and just intercept a bit further down, that'd be fine with me. Thank you. Current heading is 148. Oh, no, don't do that. Whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy. It's fine. It's fine. Let's just level out here and we'll head towards where we're supposed to be going, yeah? And then we'll just intercept the correct GPS track. And then we'll head back down. Also, your jeans are torn, mate. I suppose that's fashion. Young people and their fashion, eh? Just... Wait, what? Eh? Where are we at in California? Oops, we're not doing that. I can multitask. I'm not a typical bloke. Can't do that. No, that's not me. Well, yeah, I suppose Fresno's quite far in. I always have like California is like right near the coast, but yeah, it's quite correct here. So yeah, why are they adding in the manual sequencing at the start of a flight? That just seems odd, but hey ho. So we're definitely okay. Like to, can we please turn? We're now going to overshoot the path here. Autopilot, please. Thank you. Okay, navigation map. We don't need that when we are at 7,000 feet here. So weather, even though I'm guessing as we're in California, we're not going to be needing that either. But we haven't frightened the passengers coming out of the airport, so I feel like we're doing better. You don't exist, don't look at me like that. We have a slight headwind, but it's okay. We can make it decently there. We have about an hour excess fuel right now, but that'll obviously help once we reach cruising altitude here in a bit. And we are being followed, we're climbing, we have auto throttle. Do we have anything on that we don't need to have on? We have landing lights off, ice lights on. No, we don't need any of that right now, everything's fine. We removed the chickies, yes. You don't exist either. Who's behind me? Hello, you do exist. Always good to know who of your passengers do and don't exist. That's important as a pilot. Always know who is alive and who is a figment of your imagination. There's buttons over there. What does that do? Engine knob. Well, that's appropriate, that is me. Again, we don't like it that hot. I mean, we're sitting here in a canopy with like lots of glass around. Let's just keep it nice and cool. So we reached 10,000 feet. We are reaching about our halfway point in our climb. And it's looking good. Is there like no traffic? Why is there no traffic? Is that just broken? Because I got like warnings the other day when I was playing in like free flight that there was no traffic, and like previously when I've flown this here, it's quite a bit of traffic in this area. You know, what with it being California and whatnot. I think it's just fog, you know. It's like looking at this, we exited it very quickly when we climbed. Yeah, I think it's just this valley here. Just has fog in it. Because obviously it's hidden. We've got mountains on our west, if we use the correct terminology here. And mountains on our east. So it's like a valley. That's neat. And yeah, this would have been around midday yesterday for these people, because it's 1936 UTC. So yeah, we're just coming up to like midday for the Californians in the game. Which is one of the reasons why icing. We're now in icing conditions. Definitely want to be looking after our engine. It is my aircraft. But yeah, that's one of the things I'm trying to keep in mind when I use like real weather, because you have to in career mode. It does allow you to scroll back 24 hours, so like selecting something a bit more time appropriate for when you are, or when the job is supposed to take place. It's very confusing in this game. You have to unlock IFR and night flying, but all the jobs in career mode has the times generated. So that's kind of irrelevant, like the night flying anyway. But like it uses live weather, not live weather for that time. So like you can load up a flight, for example, right now like we did here. If I just had it on live weather, it would have been the weather right now for California. Obviously, that's not really relevant when this flight is supposed to take place in like the around midday. It's just a bit confusing really with this game, but it would be, it's flight sim. Also, they don't seem to give you any updates on your altimeter underway, so you kind of have no idea if the meteorological or the barometric pressure changes. So sometimes you just get told to climb or descend. It's weird, but yeah, it is what it is. It is bloody gorgeous though. I love like the little details. They've done so many nice things, nice little improvements. Like the scratches on like the glass here that comes as you have your aircraft for a bit. Obviously, I don't think we can see it from here, but maybe yeah, you can see like the dirt out there. That's such a neat touch. The aircraft gets dirty, you can wash it. It's a dirty aircraft. Oh. And yeah, it's just got so many things, like the integrated EFB is so nice. I tried to go back to Flight Sim 2020 for some air hauler stuff. That's like really nice as well, but in a different way. Yeah, it's just one of those. Right now, there's no perfect solution for me anyway. I'm kind of just sticking to this because everything is a bit more integrated and feels just a bit... It's hard to describe why I keep going back to this, because fundamentally this is a worse experience, but it's also like the one that is nice to do. Like for some reason it just feels like it's a bit... There's a lot of things that are broken and not great, but there's also like... It's hard to explain. I can't explain. I described it, I think, on like Jake's Discord as being a bit like being in a toxic relationship, and that you know it's bad for you, but you just keep going back, or like a bad partner for you. It's like, there's so many things about this that's frustrating, but you just can't help yourself. It's also kind of nice. I've also read that like if you go to like Africa, you have some great freight missions down there. Yeah, I mean, I love all of those little details that like give it a bit more personality, even though I assume it's like the same scratches you get everywhere. It's one of the things that I really like with iRacing. When you get into a race, you like get dirt on your windscreen and like, you know, rubber gets flung onto it and that's just so nice. It just really adds so much to the experience for me. It just gives it that bit extra feeling. It's lovely. Like here with the aircraft getting dirty and those little scratches and everything. I don't know if anything changes inside the cockpit, like with wear or anything like that, but that would be a neat touch as well. I've also not had like any failures as a result of like maintenance wear yet. So that would be interesting to see. Although obviously I jumped out of the Cessna 172 at around like 20 flight hours. And I'm going to jump out of this for the Caravan as soon as I can afford it. But yeah, our flight time right now at this speed is 1 hour and 7 minutes. We are now at 19,000 feet, so we are 4,000 feet from our cruising altitude. Once we get to our cruising altitude, we will pick up speed tremendously, although we are getting a crosswind. Also, we are landing significantly higher up this time round. Landing elevation, we can see the little purple number over here is 6,756 into a Big Bear Lake. Weary Big Bear Lake. Oh, Big Bear City, sorry. Obviously it's a city, not a lake. How silly of me. Here we are now approaching our cruising altitude. We're now at 20,000 feet. We have how long a runway? We have no meta, no taft down here. Runway 08. I love that we get it in meters, the dimension, but the elevation in feet. What have we done wrong here? Let's go utilities, setup, avionics, units, nautical miles. That's shown there, Celsius. We've got pounds. Look, that should definitely not be in meters, so I don't know why that's happening. Also, can we see the actual... Oh, we did something there. Let's not do that. Oh no, that's just the same UTC time as we saw above. GPS status? Oh yes, that's important. That's... Our GPS status is yes. That's a good status to have, I think. Don't need to initialize. Ah, just a bit of a stall. What's a stall among friends, eh? Yes, I know. It's difficult when you're, ooh, I'm stalling, ooh, I'm stalling. It's fine. We're high up, we can recover. And like, two of these people don't exist anyway, so it's not like they're going to get hurt. But yeah, we are now 1,000 foot away from stalling. Not stalling, cruise altitude. That is gorgeous though. Yes, yes, thank you. I'm also not a huge fan of having a passenger up front. Just, you know, feels like they should be in the back where passengers belong on a plane. I don't know if many private jet companies would let you sit there. Yeah, we're kind of dodging around the major build-up areas off California on this flight. Actually, we can just verify that real quick by satellite view. Yeah, so this would be like Los Angeles, I think, would be here. Are we kind of landing? Oh, yeah. Wait, which one of these? Oh, there's a racetrack. Look at that, we found a racetrack immediately. Is that the one on iRacing where you can do like figure 8 racing at? Could be, you know. Anyway, which one of these is it that are like based right next to like a drag strip where there was a plane crash just a couple of weeks ago? Because it is one of these. Would that be Pomona? Oh no, oh there's a drag strip, there we go, yep, a plane crashed here. Right there. How do they have a drag strip there? How is that even a thing? Oh, hang on.
Dear passengers, glad to be your captain today. First, I'd like to welcome everyone on behalf of First Class Wings on flight FPP 9212. We are currently cruising at an altitude of 23,000 feet at an airspeed of 150 knots. It's 11.45, and are expecting to land in Big Bear City approximately at 21.10 local time.
No, we're
Current
not.
temperature of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. If the weather cooperates, we should get a great view of the area as we descend. I'll update you before we reach our destination. Until then, sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight.
Again, we're mid-flight and we welcome passengers on board the aircraft. Also, they're right here. It's not like we need to do a lot to talk to them, is it? But yeah, I think it is Irvingdale, and I think that's the one on iRacing where you can do figure 8 racing at. That is just gorgeous right there. That is seriously neat. I mean, Alexis, sometimes we all just pull stuff out of our arses that we don't know how we did, but we just appreciate the fact that our brains did the good. Also, yeah, we are at cruising altitude. We are picking up speed, but we're going very slow compared to our previous flight. We will be arriving in 36 minutes. That's pretty decent. And I've landed at Big Bear City before, so I should be able to do that one somewhat competently. Let's just verify, though, with our flight plan. We have no good things here. We need to perhaps figure out a procedure then. It's a VFR procedure. Approach visual 08 is
178 contact Los Angeles Center on 1271. Good day.
1271 for 178. Goodbye.
127. 1 for 178. Los Angeles Center, November 6, 2178 FL2 Tree 0.
November 62178 Los Angeles Center radar contact. Continue to Romoff.
And we're going to be at Romoff here in a mo. Let's just make sure that we are fully on top of our arrivals here. Let's not look at racetracks in Los Angeles. That's not going to help us right now. We are going to do, though, is go to the default view just to help filter out any of the unnecessary bits. Oh, we're just going straight in. Oh, no, we're not. We're coming into base here, and then final, and then runway 08. So yeah, like after Apples, we want to start descending a bit, although we don't need to descend too much. The airport is at like 6,756 feet, so yeah, we're not descending as much. It is slightly odd to not have like any other air traffic up here. It is enabled, but I think it was like yesterday I did some flying in free flight and it kept pinging up with not having any connection to the live traffic servers. So can we fix that real quick by maybe going to in here online? Just do, there we go, just aircraft AI offline, just add in a bit of flavour. Oh, didn't know you could do that. Traffic is on. Close that one down. We need to bring up the dialogue there just to have it on screen. I did do one of my flights to Aspen the other day. Get some traffic alert on approach. That was spicy. But yeah, the airport wouldn't really clear me in. And then on one of the landings, I came in on the first approach. There was a bus on the runway. So that was great. Loved that. So are we going to change direction, or are we going to be having a crosswind the whole way? Because it would kind of benefit us if we... No, we're going to have a crosswind the whole way. Whoopsie daisy, whoopsie daisy. We're not a boat. Let's stay level. We're not rolling on the waves. I mean, look at that down there. You can see like some fog hanging in like the valley. And just behind the peak there, because the sun hasn't quite gotten to it. Although technically it has because it's midday, but you know what I mean. It's seriously neat. But hang on, are they loading in like tree models at this altitude? They bloody well are, you know. Down there's trees being loaded in. You probably can't see it because of all the compression, but it's definitely happening. But it does seem like I'm stuck flying into like this airport and the one we flew to the first time now for these VIP jobs until I get the money to buy the Grand Caravan, as that's like the only places VIPs want to be flown right now. I assume it's based on like...
You are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain FL230.
I am on...
Climb and maintain FL23017.
2-3... Okay, it's fine, whatever. We'll do it. Just don't do that, please. Just whack it up. But again, you're not getting any updates on your altimeter settings, so you kind of get those messages randomly and you've got nothing you can do about it. I'm just supposed to guess that the altimeter settings has changed. Yeah, look at that, there's a river running down here, it's lovely. It's so neat when you get flying like this. So we're getting to Romov. We have, just about 30 minutes flight time left. Don't know why I'm surprised. I said just 5 minutes ago that we had 36 minutes left, and now we have just over 30. That should kind of be self-explanatory. Also, we need to correct now for the drift with the crosswind. Although that crosswind seems to be going slightly more up our bum. That helps me, for sure. Let's level out, head this direction for a bit. There we are, picking up speed. We're up to 264 knots ground speed. Is that a blue hatch line? Is that like a new airspace? Are we going to get told here after Romov to go to somebody else? We may be told to go to Los Angeles Center in a moment. Yeah, let's just confirm numbers are looking good. We're going to enemy after Romov. We've cleared Romov. And that doesn't appear to have been like airspace change. It's all good. We're continuing towards Big Bear City. that's not the lake that like isn't like the lake from GTA 5, is it? Kind of looks similar. No, wait, that's nowhere near that, is it? Oh, it's not. That lake's like way over where else? Is that this one? This would be that one then, wouldn't it? Is there like a city up there by any chance? Yeah, I'm sure that's the one it's based on. Yeah, that one is too small. It's a very deserty right there. So we're flying in quite far outside. This is like a little getaway place, which does seem to be where VIPs want to go right now. I don't know if that's like seasonally based, but like the jobs they schedule are in like August in game time. So I'm not 100% sure it's working the way that it should or makes sense. Yes, the August 15th, Monday 2022 is when this is technically supposed to be. It's certainly not right now. Oh, there's towns down there. I'm not seeing that, but I could just be wrong. Anyway, yeah, we'll crack on here. Oopsie daisy, don't do that. I am manually correcting the autopilot here, otherwise it's going to go off. That's why we have some janky movements every now and then. Also, if we could speed up a bit, that'd be great. Yeah, we are closing in nice and steady here. All is going fine on the cruise. Also, I do plan on doing the rest of the RAC or the RAD tomorrow. Then there's probably going to be a couple of days break, you know, with the whole Christmas thing and whatnot. And then certainly on the weekend I am planning on streaming the production car challenge on iRacing, 4 hours at VIR Grand, which certainly is going to be an experience. I shall be taking out the BMW M4, the old GT4 car. That should be fun. I've done up the livery and all. Just needs a few final touches, but that would be a fun race to do. I do like some longer distance multi-class racing. Also, I've just seen Kringle is going to stream tomorrow, so that will be great. We'll be having a party, won't we? Also, don't start playing that video. That's got a Porsche rally car on it. Got a lovely bit of desert. It's all fine. Well, in all, there's like more desert in California than I thought there would be, unless we've like left California. I mean, it doesn't feel like we've left California, but we could. It's like, doesn't it go down and then like over and then down again? Right next to Nid. What airport is Nid? KNID. China Lake. Armitage Field. Is that not near Groom Lake? And like, we know what Groom Lake is. Can we actually find that on here? Is that actually listed as an airport? Because like, it is an airport, but it's just like out in the middle of nowhere. Like, that looks like it's... That will be... oh, what's that one called in Las Vegas? McCarran, yes. So like... that's Tonopah. Yeah, China Lake, yeah, that does make sense. I do know that it's like a military facility, it does look like it. But I'm obviously now very keen on figuring out where we have Groom Lake. This Groom Lake is very different. That is Area 51. It's not that. Oh dear lord, fuck me. Okay, so backspace changes camera. That's good to know. Doesn't exist. In Area 51 obviously is known for like the UFO. Oh, what's that's like a tunnel thing. That also has to be some sort of military thing. No? Oh, that doesn't look military at all. Oh wait. Hang on a minute. That's a shooting range. Yeah, that's definitely a shooting range. You got your small arms, you got your other arms, you got your mini guns. I don't know. Yeah, that is a military base, isn't it? And then a gravel pit. The military gravel pit. Tactical gravel, always important. Presumably that's for like pocket-an defence. What's this? What's this down here? Again, that's definitely military. There's like containers, other things standing down there. There's lorries here. Those are not military lorries though. They're looking to go. Oh, maybe that's just a gravel pit, but it just, again, tactical gravel. That's what it is. They're all looking to gravel. And then we just have a golf course. Right. Everything makes sense there. Lots of parking and presumably, what is this? That's odd, but okay, that's there for sure. And a runway, because you need that when you go golfing. Very important. Very important.
178 contact
Oh,
Los Angeles
that's
Center
me.
on 132. Tree. Good day.
132.3 for 178.
To 132. Tree 178.
That was that China Lake?
Los Angeles Center, November 62178 is passing FL2
Oopsie daisy,
tree
what we
5,
doing?
descending FL2 tree 0.
Oh,
November 62178 Los Angeles Center radar contact. Continue to LOWRN.
what are you doing, autopilot? Fucking hell. Yeah, we're not getting any altimeter updates, so I have no idea how I'm supposed to keep track of my altitude, but that's apparently not a me problem. Now we're continuing to... was it low run? Yeah, low run. Arriving in 16 minutes. Is that the motorway down there as well? It's like, it looks like it's a road and then it becomes like a runway there-ish thing. You have this thing that we can use. Oh no, those are railways.
What's happening?
Oh, shut up,
There's an
woman!
attack
I'm
right
busy.
here.
Shut up, woman. See, that's the autopilot just doing its own thing. It is. You're unbroken. Yeah, just in like a desert like that, just having a golf course just seems a bit odd. But like, it's not like they have like great gardens here. It's a bit dry.
Yeah, hey. On my way.
Descend.
They're waiting for me there.
230.
I'll call you as soon as I'm done, but it might be a while. Hi there.
Send and maintain a
How are you?
3017.
Yeah, I'm on my way.
I'm
for
an
lunch tomorrow?
entirely authentic
Yes?
human being.
Yes. Great. Can you text me the driver's number? I haven't gotten it. Thanks. Appreciate it. Absolutely. Looking forward to catching up. Yes.
Do you know what
See
really,
ya.
really annoys me about this? It's that you have people like There I Ruined It, who's using AI to like create a Christmas version of Get Low by Lil Jon and the East Side Boys, and it sounds legit real. And yet Microsoft can't do this. It's so disappointing. By the way, if you haven't listened to that Christmas version of Get Low, you should. It's great. I mean, it does what it says on the tin. It's a Christmas version of Get Low. And you can look it up right now. It's brilliant. Yeah, that would be the roadway that we saw. Also, just entirely natural piece of deviation here. And we said at like Apples we're going to have to start thinking about our descent, but hopefully we'll be given calls to descend. This isn't an airport that has any kind of instrument approach procedures, so we kind of have to like freeball it. When we get below a certain altitude, we should be able to just cancel IFR. They'll usually tell us to do so. Let's try and get this airport up, see if we have any weather info. No METAR, no TAF. Don't know what TAF is, but we don't have it. We don't appear to have any wind, but the last update was unknown. I'll just wait until I get there. We can have low to wind. Oi oi. We shall never be above a good old fart joke. Yeah, that is the railway line running like ziggy-zaggy turny. That's not particularly cleverly designed though. So it appears there's some sort of road, dirt road there, and there. So Apple's in 6 minutes. That's probably when we... Oh, yeah, press the mic. That's hopefully where we'd be told to start descending. What's happening with our radio comms? Why can we only request a vector to next waypoint? It doesn't quite seem right, but okay.
You are 300 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain FL230.
climb and maintain FL2 30178.
So we were told to descend like 2 minutes ago. Now we're told to go back to where we were. Solid. So is that a town up ahead or just desert? I genuinely can't tell. Southern California Logistics. Is that Victorville? Oh, don't do that. Oh yeah, it's definitely a built-up area. What built-up area is this? St. Mary Desert Hospital. Victor Valley. We should probably focus on like flying rather than looking at what's around us. She's already had a bit of a fit just because we were doing some aggressive banking. Cry baby. We are arriving in like 9 minutes, so we definitely need to begin descending here soon. I'm hoping Los Angeles are going to remember that. Otherwise we're going to arrive at runway 8 at like ridiculous altitude. We're going from 23,000 to, let's just say 7,000. That's 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 19. That's like 15, 16,000 feet we're going to have to drop here. So I would like to start that soon, please. It's not like we can contact Los Angeles right now and ask for like that. Nope, doesn't work there either. Don't give me a right here option, that's just going to end terribly. We'll ignore that. Well, look, maybe try and switch these around. I swear to God, if this is also broken now, it's going to be great. They did an update yesterday that wasn't particularly big, but if they've now broken radio comms, that's just wonderful. Yeah, once you read Apple's, we'll start to set up the approach plan. Or whatever it's called down here. Arrival, 3D airport check. Into approach, visual 08, transition vectors, probably fine. It is straight. Ooh, we can preview that. We'll do that once we reach Apple's here in a couple of minutes. But yeah, I would like to start getting some information about descending. I'm starting to get concerned that like we are 6 minutes away from our target and we are still at 23,000. I'm just going to try and drop a bit here and see if Los Angeles...
178 descend and maintain 8,800 feet.
Well, roger.
Descend
We're doing a
into
Kandahar approach.
800 feet 170.
Was it 8,800? Yeah, 88. full on Kandahar here. Just absolutely just get to the airport and then just point it straight down. Descend as quickly as you can. Now we also need to get you away from being on weather mode. If we could please go to map as we are descending. Mountains and whatnot could potentially cause some dramas for us, and I don't need to hit that right now. See again here on the sequence, it's adding in manual sequence at the end of Mansack. Cause I'm a man, and men need to be sequenced like a man.
(178) contact Los Angeles Center on 126. Tree 5. Good day.
26.35 for 178.
Going to 126. Tree 5 178.
Okay, we're not going to do that by itself. Thank you.
Los Angeles Center, November 62178 is passing FL 200, descending 8,800 feet.
November 62178, Los Angeles Center radar contact. Continue.
They're going to tell us to cancel IFR at some point, but the airport's going to be by that lake, so we kind of need to start descending a bit quicker. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it's over there the airport is, or maybe it's down there. I'm not 100% sure, but either way, we are quite high up. Cancel
Los
IFR
Angeles
this time.
Center 178 would like to cancel IFR.
178 IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Los Angeles Center, November 6.
So we're now going to come in here on the visual straight approach, which means we need to change direction. Just fly in here, meet
November
the
62178,
approach line.
Los Angeles Center. Squawk 0031.
That was 0031.
Squawk 00, tree 1178.
178 radar contact 7 miles south of 27 Charlie Alpha, 17,500 feet, altimeter tree 0. 15.
3015. That's also
Roger,
one of those that don't
170.
work. Are we catching the glide slope? I don't think so, but we're going to try see what we can do to fix that. It looks from the map over there, it's going to be on our right when we come down by the lake. I don't know how far away are we from the airport. Oh no, we're not flying to the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. That wouldn't be good. Okay, so it did that even though it showed up green. Excellent, love it.
Lima Tree 5, traffic November 6, 2178, 11 miles northwest 13900. Ford inbound to land runway 8.
It'll be over there. Yeah, there it is. We see it. So we just need to get down, get lined up for it. Just slow it down a bit, we don't need to be coming in hot. Yeah, it's been one of my biggest issues, is just being slow on the approach. Generally having patience is not a strong suit of mine. Learning to cope with that is a thing. That's when you just want to kind of throw it on the ground, is when it doesn't go well. She might start to have a moan here. We're kind of descending aggressively and banking for the approach. We're getting a vertical slope though. A vertical track thing. We kind of need to scrub off some speed here.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I'll sink your rate.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I'm going to have to confirm that is actually a fairly aggressive dive.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
I think we actually salvaged this, and if we can scrub some speed off here, it'll help us well. We can't deploy flaps or anything right now. Need to just scrub some speed off. Come on, drop speed, drop speed, drop speed. Come on, speed drop. Probably on final here, right?
Lima Tree 5, traffic November 62178 is on final runway 8 to land.
We are way high.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Can we pull this up?
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up.
I'll pull your mum up.
Up.
Shut up.
Pull up. Pull up. Sink rate. Sink rate. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Oh yeah, we're back on it here.
Pull up.
Lima Tree 5, traffic November 62178 is on final runway 8 to land.
Well, we're not lying. Slightly off centre. Slightly late touchdown. Just put the landing lights on. Nobody needs to know we forgot that. What kind of interesting aircraft will we find in the GA parking today? Will we find any F-14s, F-18s, any Airbuses, airliners or anything like that? Plenty of helicopters. Lots of the old helicopters. That was a smoothest landing. I'll take it. Could have been smoother, but, you know, we'll take him.
Lima Tree 5, traffic November 62178 is taxiing to runway 8.
No, we're not.
Lima Tree 5, traffic November 62178 is taxiing to parking.
And let's do it again so the game thinks we did it.
62178 is taxiing to parking.
Apparently we
Dear
could.
passengers, welcome to Big Bear City. Local time is 12:26. For your safety, the captain has requested that you remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until we come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Please make sure you take all your belongings with you when you get off. On behalf of the entire company, we would like to thank you for choosing first class wings. We look forward to seeing you again and wish you a pleasant stay in Big Bear City.
I feel like my pilot is kind of really overselling her position by giving that kind of a formal, like it's a big airliner upon approach. Also, we'll just ignore the hovering aircraft. I mean, there's so many helicopters here, it just won't. Also, we're not doing that. Fuck off. Why would I do that when I can do this?
Great flight. This airline's pretty good. I'll consider flying with them again.
I only thought I'd die once on this trip. That's pretty good. Usually fly with Menace Airlines. Make me feel like I'm crashing every moment. Please open the door. Please open. There we go. That just feels right. So we arrived at Big Bear Lake. Never mind the aircraft hovering. So how are we going to get scored on this one? Are they going to like deduct anything for me on this? The passenger satisfaction was better. Good on airline procedures. Apparently. We respected the condition of the aircraft. We got an S rating. Because I'm a god, apparently, of flying. And we get loads of money. That's what we want. And we improve our reputation. That's positive. And we are level 73. All is looking fine. Do we have any kind of missions that we could do here? Or is it all... You are going to Aspen. You're going to Big Bear City. You're going to Big Bear City. You're going to Big Bear City. Aspen. You're going to Revelstoke. Yeah, that's kind of the issue with these missions, is they're not going to many destinations. Kind of a cargo, you got at least a lot of destinations. Yeah. I mean, in fairness, technically I work for 4-Par People. That's my company. I think 4-Par People is contract or subcontracted in to First Class Air Wing or whatever it was called, First Class Wings. But yeah, it does seem a bit weird. Again, all the announcements that you make kind of make it. It feels like you're like wishing you were flying big airliners and not just one person around. I like to think I'm also standing by, you know, the door when they're about to get off, ready to like say hi. Proper procedure and all of that. It's great. Anyway, I think I'm going to wrap it up here for now. Thank you all for tuning in. As I said, I'll probably be back tomorrow with the remaining RAC or RAD rally leg. I can't talk now, apparently. So goodbye for now.